Hiya, Lorraine. Hiya, Debbie. Hiya, Kaylee. Hiya, Penny. Hiya, Tanya. Hope you've all had a good day. Hiya, Sadie. You all right? So is Tim watching with you? Sadie does a lot of paranormal work with us for the other viewers that are watching, so it's nice to see her online. She's come on quite a few clearances with me. A lot more sensitive than she and paranormal realizes. Events, and she's a lot more sensitive than she realizes she is. An awful lot more. Hiya, Chloe. Hiya, Sharon. So don't know quite what I'm going to do tonight, and I've got the spirit box, and I've not used cat balls on a live before. I'll show you them in a minute, and we'll see whether the spirit can move the cat balls. I have just been lighting them up prior to me coming on the live. We'll see whether the cat balls will go off. Give it a minute for a few more of you to join. Has anyone done anything nice today? I've got anything nice planned tomorrow? Sorry, and I hope this doesn't embarrass you, Sadie, but I've got your mother by me that says you're having a nice cuddly weekend. And it's nice to see you with a smile on your face. Getting better. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Yvonne. I'm only at home tonight, not at an event or anything. What I have got in front of me at the minute, so let me just tilt this down. Is that going to show them? Not particularly well. I need to move them one set. I'll try and put them somewhere else so you can see. Right. I'm going to do that. That's not going to work either. Well, if I can get it positioned right. Okay. I'm making a dream catcher for your granddaughter, but got distracted, so I can wait till tomorrow. You know, dream catchers. Spirit can actually communicate through dream catchers. They're quite easy for them to move. So what I have got in front of me to start with, 3 cat balls. Okay? But so they can be set off by. They can be set off by clap. They can be set off by shouting. Let me just try. Talking. Rah, rah. They're not doing anything at the minute. Spirit, if you were about, or you are about at the minute, is it possible to try and set the cat balls off for me? One of the cat balls. You did it earlier. Please try and set one of the cat balls off for me. I don't play now.
I'm just laughing at you.
What?
They didn't set off, did they?
No, not while I clapped or anything. They've been going up before we come on the live. The other way, they're not exactly as I'd like them. Actually, let me try and move that. Just done it now before I touched it, but I've just done it now before I touched them, but right. So let me do that again. Okay, so that could well have been me. I said that was me. Any spirits about? If there are any spirits about, can you please come and try and set the cat balls off for me, please? Any of the cat balls? Let us know that you're here. Any viewers, spirits? Obviously, if I tap like that, then it's going off. Only one of them's going off at the minute. That would have been me doing the tap. Just move that slightly, right. So if there are any spirits with me, please come and set one of the cat balls off. You did before I come on the live. So we can get some communication with you through the cat balls. Can't promise this is going to work. Con spirits, you were with me earlier. Please come and set one of the cat balls off. Con spirit. Do you feel I can see a spirit around this ball?
I can see
The end here.
all around.
So I can see the energy starting to appear around the balls. Con spirits, please let the viewers know at home that you're with me. Please set one of the cat balls off. So let me tilt this back this way for a minute. When they start doing, then I will turn the screen down. Say hello. Comments that I've missed there. Hi, Margot. Hi, Haley. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Haley. Hi, Natalie. You're cooking or eating again in Chatham. Hi, Shelley. You're going to take your son to see your new house tomorrow, Haley. Sounds good. Evening, Zoe. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Christine. So was that Lorraine? Wow, I didn't know that. Is that to do with the dream patches? Yes, spirit can move it for a yes and not move it for a no. They could move it clockwise or anti-clockwise. One thing you've got to do is make sure it's not in a draft when it does that. It's quite good for clarification if you're starting to develop as well. It does work in that way.
free hanging.
But it's got to be free hanging, not up against a wall. Hi Megan, hi Shaz, hi Resha, hi Christine, hi Mary, hi Grace, hi Mark. And Grace is agreeing they work. Hi Rachel. Hi Leslie. So, like I said, I have got some cat balls in front of me. I was just trying to see whether they would work. If there are any spirits, please come and set a cat ball off for me. They were doing it prior to the live. Basically a cat ball. So a little ball that you can press a button on. They come on. And I believe cats chase them all around, but we've not got cats, so don't know about that, but I've got 3 of them in front. And
yeah, always check they work.
just always check they work before you put them out, because you could be sitting there a long time waiting for them to work, and then nothing happens. So let me point them down, because that one did just continue longer than it should have done. So Spirit, can you do that again for me, please, if you are with us? Please set one of the cat balls off to let us know that you're here. Con Spirit, you were doing this prior to the live. I'm in 2 minds whether Spirit make them work by making the connection between the vibrating metal plates or whether they actually move the ball. I've been to some places where these go off like crazy, other places where they're flung about up and down floors, and other times where they don't work at all. It's not something there we go. It's not something I've really used at home. There's one going. If that was you, can you please do it again for me, please? Please make it go off again. We've got taps now as well. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Let me finish the question. Are these spirits purely to do with me? Are there also loved one spirits? If the spirits are purely to do with me, please light up the ball. If they're loved one spirits, perhaps a different ball. Spirit. Okay.
You have to give them time to respond.
So that you do have to give them time to respond. So I asked, if they were loved one spirits, that ball. Sorry, if they were my spirits, that ball. Loved one spirits, another ball.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like we've got some loved one spirits here as well. Then is that correct? I wasn't necessarily expecting this to work. If there's more than one loved one spirits here with me, please light up that ball. If you're easily frightened, I wouldn't suggest doing this at home. If there's more than one spirit with me, please light up the cat ball. I seem to like lighting up when I'm actually talking or I'm not looking at them. Right, again, I'll stand my feet. Okay, I'm stamping my feet now. I didn't expect it to go off. That would have said with me. Okay, then I'm stamping my feet and it's not doing anything. Tapping, not doing anything. Sure, if that was you, do it again, please.
Make sure you're still when you're doing the communication, don't you?
So yeah, if you are, when you're waiting for a response, just make sure you're still. Spirit, that was you that said it off. Can you do it again for me, please? I didn't go off second time on a stamp. I can see the energy around the balls. Often when I'm with Fright Nights, we get good results with balls. Mark Hughes' wife, Linda, had exceptional results with cat balls when she's been around at various different locations. When I can recall being in a church or at a workhouse, and there the ball was going up and down. It was going up an inclined slope, 15, 20 meters, the ball was moving. Which wasn't just then lighting up to communicate, it was actual movement of the ball to communicate. So, Spirit, can you please set a ball off again for me, please? Especially if you'd like a spirit box on in a while. Please set a ball off if you're wanting a spirit box. I swear with me as well is they're setting off more than one cat ball.
Mm.
Typically, it's just the one. It doesn't seem to matter what one. Once they pick on one.
At home with them, do we?
No, they don't normally go off at all at home, so I'm very impressed they've already gone off. Come on, Spirit. If you're wanting a spirit box going on, please make one of the cat balls. One sec. Sorry. A second. Cheers, Sharon. Tell I'm not tuned into spirit, otherwise I'd have picked that one up anyway. So Mark's saying if you're after one or anyone's in the paranormal, getting a bolt from China saves you a lot of money, but you just have to wait for them. There are other ways that spirit can communicate as well. I'll show you. Not just spirit, but this is called an Eggerly wheel. Okay. It can turn. I can get it to turn just with energy. So that's just me focusing energy on it that will make it turn. There we go. And the other way. And back the other way. Back again. And just show you that's not wind or anything like that. How it's working. There you go. Now it's inside a pint glass. Move it off of there for a second. One sec. Not on an incline. Right. So there's no air can get to that. I'll try and move it the other way. So I happen like having fun at paranormal events again with Fright Nights, and then just doing demonstrations with the Eggly Wheel and making it move while it's in front of people. She's got a slightly different version, and her version will bleep as well when it's moving. There's another method of communicating anyway. The stronger anyone that's on trying to increase psychic development, the Eggly Wheel are very good. The other thing you can do is put tinfoil on water and make it move around on there. Well, that's another way spirit can make things move. What I was just using there was called an Eggly Wheel, Margot. They're very light, the same. You can get the same effect with tinfoil on top of water. So it's basically telekinesis in a way, moving of items. I've only done it a couple of times, but a pencil I got moving, literally just by thought alone. Some would explain it as if you can love an item and imagine that it's your energy as well. That's how you can draw it towards you. And if you're trying to repel the item, if you can try and put some sort of dislike towards an item, you can push it away. So, right. See if I can get anything with the cat balls again. Let me put them back towards the front. All right, doing that. Let me see if I can get the. Sod's law, it's doing it now. Right. Do that again for me, please, Spirit. Go to the apps. Which is the other app you use for words?
Words?
Yeah.
Ghost detector.
Not sure I've got ghost detector. Yes, I have the one with the hand.
Yeah.
One sec. I'll do a different app before I put the spirit box on as well. See if we can get any common sense out of it. This one's called Ghost Detector. It has a black hand on a blue screen.
I think that was a free one, that one.
Which I believe is a free app. That's it once. Let me come back out of it for a second and show you the icon. It's the blue icon, blue with the black handprint. Okay. I've just got it on here. It basically puts words up. And yes, it is a free app, Mark's confirming. So the first word we've got is swell, which try and do it so you can see it. But yeah, please have it on silent at paranormal events. Well, what do you mean by swell, Spirit? You have to tell me at home whether you can read the words on the screen or not. I've got the cat balls going off in front of me as well. when it bleeps spirit are coming closer and it's trying to decipher. If you do use it at home, you have to remember that the words that come out could mean something slightly different, like swell could mean smell. And you were all talking about food, so yes, it could be swell as in you're getting bigger from eating. No, we've got wooden. Can you try and make some sense from the app, please, Spirit? $70. Personally, if we use it and it comes up with numbers, we normally look up angel numbers. 70 in automatic. In case it's anything to drawing. This particular app, I'm sure Mark won't mind me telling you, him and his wife Linda, prior to an event, I believe it was this app, had it on, and Mark was going to the shop. He couldn't remember what he needed. Anyway, this came up with milk. And he was like, oh yes, milk. That was what needed adding to the shopping list for the event for the teas and coffees. So Spirit, this is one app that I would say definitely works. Marie would agree as well. Whenever I'm not here, my name comes up on this a lot for Marie. So, yeah, could you tell me my name, please, through this app? Relevant.
That's quite interesting, yeah, actually.
One second, let me put that down set while it's doing that. I just said we normally look up angel numbers by when they come up with numbers that come up by angel numbers. Angel number 70 is a message from your angels that your just rewards are headed your way due to your positive intentions and actions. Your current life choices are being commended, supported, encouraged, and your angels ask that you keep up the great work and continue on your spiritual path. Message that you deserve accolades for the mental, spiritual, and physical work you have been undertaking in daily life. You're helping and assisting yourself and many others with positive life choices. You're asked to continue the great work. Angel number 70 indicates that you're in the direct alignment with your true divine path and purpose. Keep shining your light brightly in order to illuminate the way for others to follow. So then it said automatic, which I guess I would do it automatically. So I would have said that angel number 70 was very, very relevant there. Now it started to believe again. Now I've looked that up. Cancer. There's a lot going on with the planets at the moment with regard to in Cancer. So some of the apps couldn't guarantee would work. This I know does work. Sometimes it can come up with gibberish. When it does, we normally turn it off. I have actually had conversations out of it. Yeah, Rachel, if you start seeing numbers often, etc., you can look up angel numbers. We normally use Duan Sacred Scribes on the internet so that they always know where we're going to be looking at them for or from. Printed. answer, like I said, there could be other. It could have been answer rather than cancer, and answer printed. Pants. So someone doesn't like this compared to the spirit box. Is that correct? It's not the first thing I reached for, but if it was somewhere I was trying to be quiet and didn't want a spirit box going off, I would tend to. I can put this on. Tell me my name or anything, please. Nick. Okay, I just said it. They're talking about it being pants. Okay, neck. Do you mean necrophonics? So they're saying this is pants compared to a spirit box. Are you saying necrophonics? So this is making sense to me. Necrophonics is one of the other spirit box apps. On iPhone, it's called Ghost Detector. Maybe Spirit Detector on. No, Apple's gone off. It's got both names depending on whether you're on Android or whether you're on iPhone. It means necrophonics. This catboard's going mad by the side of me. Give me a yes. I haven't used necrophonics, so catboard's gone off again.
Maybe little boys or something might show up. Higher.
Do you mean necrophonics? Yeah, yes. And neck again and light up the cat ball, one or the other, and I'll put necrophonics on for you, Spirit. I haven't done necrophonics for a while. Oh, right. That's on a different device for me. If it's charged. Should be, it's turning on. I'm not doing readings just at the minute, I'm doing more paranormal. Ah, I turn it away from the cat ball and it starts going off again.
I've got a stand here. I've got the candle holder. Something on, something like that. Candle, it'll show up through. Black.
Yeah. The other thing Spirit can do is alter temperature, which I quite like in paranormal because it's something that people can feel. Train them. Train them.
Train them.
Yeah. So the cat ball's gone again. Train them. I'm turning on Spirit. I've got to turn the other app on. You've asked for necrophonics. It's not on the phone. Oh, exactly, Mark. Haven't. The one thing you've got going, and they'll ask for something else. But that's always the way. On this post detector, spirits, if there are any loved ones' spirits by me. Could you please put the names on the screen in words for me, please? I've just turned the computer on, right? So I said train them. I've just literally the tablets turned on with ready for necrophonics. Now it's come up with kiss. It's not like a logical explanation, conversation. It makes sense. I know someone on earlier on the post for the Z's positive words has put zebra and Zen. Was it Zenon or Zen? Zen. Xenon and zebra are a couple of the common words that do come up. Zebra normally means, to me, if it comes up and I've got like the word app on, it means there's a spirit near me that would want to cross over. And Zen or Xenon that they might put on would be light. So they were more relevant than you may have well known. And Kiss is a song by Prince. Right. So we've got necrophonics. On. I'll leave this word app running in the background anyway. Okay. Hello, spirits. Help us. Help you all. Help you all with what? Yeah. What do you want help with? Talking. If we're alone, it normally says light. Who said Michelle? John. So Michelle online. John makes sense too. Participation has just come up. So it looks like your loved ones are participating now. Another cat ball's gone off. Again, so we've got participation from loved ones. Norm says they need crossing over. Liam here. Is. I know Michelle was online earlier. Yes, I'll help. So what do you want help with? Do you want to say hello to the viewers, spirits? Liam. Liam. What? Liam, what's Mum's nickname for you? What does Mum normally put on posts? Liam, what's your nickname? saying it. It said mum and then it said grizzly, but do it again for me, please, Liam. Doing it again. Thank you, Liam. Do it one more time for me, please, Liam. So there you go, Von Grizzly saying. John, what do you mean help me? Who do you want help with, John? Okay, 1 second, right. Do it. I wouldn't normally necessarily do this online, but I've got a few that are asking for help and light. So give me a second. I wouldn't normally do it online. I will talk in my head, not aloud. Seven's the light and spirits. Look up and you'll see loved ones. Light. You can see the light. Into the light then for me, please, those that need help. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, come. Nearer. Woman. Here you go. Any loved one spirits now still with, please? Problem is, sometimes I've just done that. We've pulled the light in. It can, one spirit that asks to see the light, more can come because they've seen it and then they want help as well. It's like a lighthouse or a beacon. I normally wait and do it after I'm offline, but as it's coming earlier asking for that, I thought I'd better do it sooner rather than later. Thank you. We've got now. More. The other. Spirits, stop. Are there any loved ones, spirits, that want to talk on necrophonics, please? Ask Alice. Someone else has just put something there. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Jane Jones. I just got a message saying, have Alexia. I've just got a message saying, ask Alice, which is a bit different. So what does Alice mean to someone?
Nice to use this other app, isn't it, that we don't use anymore?
Alice Bot.
I'm not sure whether I don't feel it's relevant, but
Where have I got Alice?
just thought I'd mention it.
Yeah, where have I got Alice?
On a laptop. We don't use it anymore.
Not the laptop there. If it's relevant, let me know. All right. Sorry, give me a second, viewers. Sorry. If you're referring to Alice Box, let me know. Hi, MKL. Alice Box is quite good. It's another word app. If I got it, normally hangs.
Yeah.
For us. Normally hangs. We didn't resubscribe. Might be telling me there's a newer version, but I don't think there will be. I just said it keeps it hangs. It's gone strange. It's to do with the viewer. Make it more clear, please. Another name or something to make it relevant, please. Okay. Find her. Okay. So that's a message to me and Marie now. I've worked that one out. Okay. Let me do this neck phonics now in a slightly different way. Now I'm now doing it with what I'd call white noise. Or what's called white noise on there. Are there any spirits with us? Any spirits with us? If you say no, there obviously is. You like white noise? I said Supreme, I've just copied me. Spirit. Spirit, we would go back to basics and use a normal radio. Would you communicate through that for me, please? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. One sec, right. Can't promise this will work. This is another communication method. I've just got a normal FM, AM, shortwave radio. It just didn't work before we come online. Okay. I turn it on, it's manual. So basically I've got to turn the dial. Let me turn it that way so you can see. So FM, I'm not going to put the aerial up. It moves the frequency and we'll see whether we get any communication through that, which I have had quite a bit at paranormal locations. Right. Spirit, Are there any spirits with me, please? Sorry, that's me at the minute. Are there any spirits with me? Any spirits with me? Tell me my name, please. Tell me my name, please. Thank you. Say it again, please. Liam, if you're with me still, can you try and say your name on here, please, Liam? That was you that said that. Could you say your nickname again, please, that Mum calls you? Oh, Liam, say your name and your nickname, please. I heard it then. Okay. I'm not going to go loads on that because I can't stand the crackling noise. Okay. That's just a no app, nothing special, just radio, no aerial up. So interference. I'm pretty sure I had Liam Grizzly there. Okay. I've got around you and above you on the word app. I will go to a spirit box session as I normally do. But I was just trying to show other ways of communicating. Right. Now to my camera for a second. Okay, if I point this way, I don't know whether you can see, but I've got a candle in the other room. Okay. If I go over towards the candle, I'm just going to take some photos with my phone. Create some smoke behind us with a. I'm just going to use an incense stick. So there's a little bit of smoke behind. A few. Back this way. Let me just see what's on those photos that I've just taken and try and show you. One, but it's not that clear. There is quite a good one. Let me just try and see if I can get it up on the so yourselves can see. The top of the glass, you've got where the candle is. You've got faces looking out. Either side, there's a clear one. This side here. So it's using the flame and that time. Remove the candle. Or then you've got his bright light. Sorry, let me try and stand up and do it so yourselves can see. So you've got a face now where I was pointing a minute ago. Not that clear. I'm obviously playing around with it while I'm on the screen with yourselves. That's another way spirit can show themselves. Time this side here is what you'll be looking for. There's a clear face at the top if I can show it clear enough on the phone. Yeah, there you go in the top corner by this finger here. I know there is others on there. I'm just trying to show you different ways the spirit can show themselves. I've not got the box on at the minute. There's also another in the right hand side. There with flash on. Let me try and back to the ones with the flash off. I don't know whether it's going to show up on there. In the middle, where the slight light is going above. Let me try and zoom in a little bit more. In the middle at the top. On this side here, I've now got a little girl on the right. So actually the face is showing here. So spirit can use candle as well as the smoke. Let me just try and take one purely with the smoke. I can see if I want one clearer on this one. I'm just trying to get it clear enough on the screen for you. Top. There's a lady with two arms at the bottom as well. At the bottom of the TV point. It's horizontal, that's just with smoke. So I'm just showing you a couple of different ways that you can get spirit to show that they are around. Okay? So I would have suggested it on a paranormal event, Mark, but I'm pretty sure most places wouldn't like candles and fire. Bonfires, thick smoke is really, really good for showing them. Let me try. I've got some Palo Santo by the side of me. 1 second, I'll do this then in front of you. Palo Santo just burns, but more with a black smoke. Let me turn the light off for a second. Put that in the ashtray so it doesn't burn anything. Got one there, but I just wanted a clearer one. Give me a second. Live photos. That's really good. I've got more than that one. You've got a clear where it's really bright in the middle is like a torchlight. The lady's face there. Below that, there's another one, and then you've got a really bright one at the bottom as well. So that's just showing how spirit can manipulate smoke. A full body here, actually. It's in the red light. You've got a full body there with the head. Let me try and make it clearer for you on the screen. The arm and it leaning across. That's how spirit can use smoke to show themselves. Right. Go back to necrophonics for a minute and see whether they'll make more sense. Could you tell me the figure on the end? Who was the figure on the end, please? Who's John? Who was John? Yeah. Okay. Hiya, Dad. Trying to say anything to everyone that's watching, Dad? Where have you all gone? Neil. Who's Eric? One sec. Right. They're now asking for dead and try. So one sec. Let me switch back. This is the one that you'd normally hear, which is dead wave. Now I've got glorious. Sorry, I've just turned it off. But, so they're asking for dead wave. Effects, reverb on. Let's go with echo to start with, because I've done that to start and I'll turn it off. Hello, spirits. Can you say hello? Yeah, can you say hello, please? Thank you for the light. Hey, could you say hello, though, or good evening, please? want to say good evening, spirits? To the viewers, say good evening to the viewers. Leah, do you want to come and talk? Leah, what would you like to say? Who are you asking to leave? Or who are you saying goodbye to? Who are you saying goodbye to, Mark? Oh, give me 1 second. I'm going to leave that on playing to you because I'm going to go to the loo quickly, okay? I found anything interesting. Spirits. Who are you arguing with? Who are you arguing with? With one. Who's the one? Who's the one? Hannah? Maria? Hannah Maria. Maria Free Will. Is he gone? Go on then. So now, what would you like to say to the viewers? Is there anything general that you'd like to say? Is there any advice you can give to everyone as a general, please? Things will be all right, he's just said. There was one here. One sec. Sorry, spirits. Give me a second. There was one here that they didn't want here, and so they've pretty much sworn at him. And well, he's done majority of the swearing. He's now gone. But there was one here that they didn't want here. Nothing to do with any of you that were any of you as a spirit that shouldn't have been here. It's the best way of putting it. Right, spirits. Is there any advice you can give to everyone at the moment that you'd like to give? Are there any questions that you viewers would like to ask spirits? Like generally, not to do with specific loved ones, but any general questions that you'd like spirit to answer as a spirit world in general. If you can put your questions, I'll ask and see what they say. Okay. Spirits. You've been up. Stop. You've been asked, what's afterlife, please? What's afterlife? It's proof. Secret. But what's it like? Is it nice? Yes. Is it beautiful? When I'm doing this, am I disturbing you or do you like it? Am I disturbing you? You're not. Okay. Do you like me communicating with you and you communicating with viewers? We do, thank you. So we're not disturbing them. We're not disturbing you. Okay. What's the other side like? What's the other side like? Right. Light. Peace. Is it more? Stop. Stop. Is it more beautiful than we could imagine? Is it more beautiful than we can imagine? Yes, we've got correct. Right. Ten out of 10. I haven't heard it that way before. Spirits. Sharon's asked. Spirits, stop. Stop. Sharon's asking, will COVID go away? No. Is this as bad as it's made out? That's interesting. Stop. Stop. Will we become immune? Not, not me and Marie. Will we all become immune? Once you've got it. Yes. What's the purpose? Same, but I'm not going to repeat what I'm picking up here because it's too public. If you're hearing yourselves or you've got the headphones on, I asked what the purpose was. He said COVID, and it's the track. It just said, but the rest of it came through. You can listen to it back, and you will hear, especially if it was in headphones. But I'm not going to go as far as talking about it public and just get me in trouble and get a lot of videos and everything's taken down. They've been pretty clear, and yourselves have asked the questions, so I've just repeated. Let me ask one sec. Is someone saying Dan or Danny? Apparently no, Dan. Oh, now we're telling me it did. One sec. What? I've reverted back to necrophonics for a minute. Are some spirits stronger than others and can come through easier? Yes, some are stronger than others. If they would all come to one set, right, spirits, I'm giving you permission to all try and come through at exactly the same time. You can all try and come through for a minute just to show exactly the same time. Right, all of you at the same time. Okay. Did any of you follow a word of that? Okay. So when spirits come through, it's not necessarily the strongest, but they've got manners as well, especially if all of you try to do this at home where you're getting clear communication from a spirit or a couple of spirits, you'd probably go wrong and you'd end up with multitude trying to speak at the same time. But my intentions are they've got to work together, and they're also wanting to work together because your loved ones are online, and They're trying to give messages to you as viewers. Occasionally, me and Marie will just sit, open it up so they can do what they want, they chat among themselves. But often it'll be gobbledygook, or you won't understand a word unless they're going to behave themselves and try and communicate one at a time or a couple at a time. So, like I just said to them, all of you go for it at the same time. It didn't make any sense. So it takes quite a bit of energy from me and intention from me in order to get clearer communication. I can't ever always promise it'll be clearer communication. Some nights are better than others with the communication. They generally try to get that communication so it is clear. So like when you were asking about COVID, etc., they kept to that subject. They didn't interrupt. When loved ones are coming through, they can try and get a bit excited, like we would, to try and talk to loved ones they might not have spoken to for a while, and it can get a bit frantic or a bit rushed with multiple of them trying to talk. But they generally do try to at least let messages come across and help one another. You can get you then the second part. Can you get spirits that are stronger than others? Forgetting spirit box and purely me, if I was talking mediumship, yes, you can get spirits that are stronger than others. There's a multitude of reasons for that. Typically, it can be the length of time that they've passed that could make them stronger. A lot of spirits, if they're not communicating directly with family, they wouldn't know the methods that you could communicate. The more that they want to let themselves be known that they're around, they will be. So some spirits, yes, are stronger than others. It also depends what personality they had when they were alive. If they were a strong character when they were alive, they're likely to be a strong character and a strong energy when they've passed. Some spirits, the moment they've passed, are relatively strong. Others, it can take a while for them to build up the energy. When they first pass, there's a lower vibration and a higher vibration. The longer they've passed and the clearer the communication, when it's coming to me direct, mediumship wise, they've got a higher vibration. So if I'm talking to a spirit or a lower energy, I have to lower my energy, which is harder going than me raising my energy nowadays. Initially, when I started, I probably found it easier to communicate to the lower energies than the higher energies. So I have to lower my vibration. Lower vibration can also be something that's a spirit that's maybe not lived on this earth or hasn't crossed over properly. They're more of an earthly energy like mine or your energy. So it's kind of not psychic, but it's working with that lower energy if they've not crossed over properly. But I'm doing the clearances and things that I do, I'm used to those negative energies as well. But you are right. There are, or you've asked, yes, there are some energies that are stronger than others, some spirits that are stronger than others. Liam in particular is probably one of the strongest that I've come across. He's got a purpose and needing to be. Okay? One, to look after mum, and number two, especially to look after sister, which will make sense to them. So he has, and likewise, he's been taught by spirits that are around me very quickly how to be a strong energy, and he's maximised it to his full capacity. Spirits often, when I have done readings and private readings for people, will become stronger anyway and start doing things around the homes, etc. It seems to be a time at the moment that there's an awakening, and spirit are trying to be stronger, trying to show people that they are around. So in general, I would have said spirit as a whole are getting stronger in their communication than less. It's going into kind of beliefs a little bit now, but someone had asked, did the spirit mind being disturbed? We've been told no. Spirit can be in multiple places at the same time. They can travel like that. They can be anywhere they want. They can live as they want. I believe their world is kind of a world around us that we can't see. If any of you do astral projection, etc., we don't really go anywhere. Our spirit leaves the body, but we don't. We still travel around this world, and we go to any point in time, any place that we want. If we're on the current time, that's pretty much then into the more the spirit realm. And you get stronger spirits around there as well. Children generally aren't as strong as adults. Females generally aren't as strong as males. And I'm not saying this is the whole, but that's typically. You can often get a grandmother that was a very, very strong individual, and she'll pretty much run the roots with regard to family in readings. So it pretty much goes to the strongest spirit. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's the spirit that's passed the longest. It's down to character and the strength of that individual. I guess if I was to come across and read for someone where a medium had passed, then that medium is going to come through extremely strong in a reading, or someone that was sensitive. I have had that, and they're going to come through very, very strong and a very strong vibration because they understand both sides of the equation. Some spirits take an awful long time to work out. They can actually use a spirit box, for instance. They'd come close to me, your loved ones, and they'd be like, "What on earth has he got in his hand? How on earth am I going to communicate through that?" A bit like when we go to work in an office, if you're used to being a mechanic, how on earth do you use a computer? It's a bit like that with spirit. So pretty much what we go through on earth, spirit have to learn different things and different ways of communicating. Some can be very strong in tapping or making noise. Some can be very strong in coming through for photographic evidence. Some can be very strong in coming through for communication. Some can be very strong coming through on electronic devices. It very much varies, just like we do on earth. I know that's kind of probably answered it in every different which way as possible, but that's my belief, and hopefully it's put some sort of explanation onto it for you. Go on, Julie, put it this way. Yes, April, now you've asked, it'll start setting it off in a slightly different way, is what I'm being told. Every which way but loose. Yeah. Hadn't read your messages at that point, but I'd just picked on it beforehand. And I've got the cat ball going off again. Can't believe it. The song is going to change, or the time, or something, April. As if he's going to make a slight change to it now. And that will show you that it was. But there's many, many programs to do with things like that. Passing, I can't remember the name of it. There was one we watched where a child remembered a previous life, being a fighter pilot. No one knew particularly of the story. He knew he'd come down in the ocean, went back, checked records. The parents did eventually when he wouldn't shut up about it. And it come true that basically in his previous life he'd come down, been shot down. So there is a lot like that, and where people have experienced near-death experiences or death experiences that have come back. Often, if it isn't your time, you might go up and follow the light, and they'll send you back down. Can cause a problem sometimes with the then stuck spirits. Say there's been a car accident, if I explain it this way. They go up, they're told it's not their time yet, they come back down, their spirit hovers by the body too long, and then the ambulance could drive away with their physical body in. Boom, they've not got back into the body. They're then stuck because the light sent them back down, and they need help going back up if they've missed that timing. It does me too, Gemma, reincarnation. Um, I think we come down in order to then more progress on the spiritual plane. In my opinion now, and I didn't always believe like this, I would have said our proper home, what we believe is our proper home here and living, I believe is more the spirit world. When we come down here, kind of learn, and our physical, our proper place is in the spirit world. But that's my belief. Tell you, as you're asking questions at the minute, feel free to ask questions, and I'm more than happy to answer. Um, Andrea reads, yes. A lot of people can feel when spirits have passed or know when they're passed, Geraldine. Um, I wasn't doing spirit messages using spirit box. I'm doing paranormal. I have been loved one spirits around coming through on spirit box. I was just answering some questions at the moment. Anita, do I believe in aliens? We can't be the only people that are in the universe. You only need to put a cup of water outside, put a lid on it, and you know it's just tap water. And the next minute, it can go green, and you've got things swimming around in the water. If things can produce and make themselves like that, then there's no way in a million years that the universe is we're alone. But yes, on other fronts, I believe I've spoken to extraterrestrial spirits, so to speak. I was picking up, yes, it was Andrea. I asked specifically. If anyone ever gets a sign and they're wondering whether it's spirit or not, so like Andrew had asked there about the shower coming on, if it is, your best thing to do is say, okay, spirit, if that is you, please stop doing that and do something else instead. They're obviously doing it, if it is spirit, for a sign. So you ask them to do something else, they will do that for you. And anyone can get clarification for themselves. So ask them to do something slightly different. Likewise, we were talking earlier at the start of this video about dream catchers. So a spirit, you might be talking to it and the dream catcher, or talking aloud and the dream catcher starts moving clockwise. You can ask, if that is spirit, can you please move anti-clockwise? Or can you stop moving? They're like a pendulum, and they'll do different things for you. Likewise, if there's tapping, you can say, please stop tapping over there, tap somewhere else, or tap above. If they're doing it to be noticed, then they're going to go the extra step and do something slightly different in order to show that they're around. No, I'm being told, Andrew, that you weren't. It's like one of the, I don't know how to fit that one in there, but for instance, if I hadn't got my pendulum, I was after clarification when I'm doing a reading and it's to do with health, for instance, I can hold both hands out. Our spirit touch the right hand for a yes, the left hand for a no. It'll make my hand vibrate or tingle slightly, and it'll probably go colder. Then for the extra clarification, it's like, if that is correct, switch it from my right hand to my left hand. And I believe anyone can do that and communicate with spirit. I believe anyone can do what I'm doing. Um, it's more about when we're a child that we're talked out of having abilities. Historically, I believe, not necessarily ancient Egyptian, but the point the pyramids were built, for instance, which I believe is well before the Egyptians, everyone had done what I'm able to do. There was a strong connection to spirit world and physical bodies in us on earth went hand in hand. It's just over time it's been talked out of us. I think nowadays there's more and more people being tuned in. And Geraldine, that's a definite that it was spirit. Lorraine Hill. I'm picking up that spirit, but not necessarily a spirit that should be around. Message me if need be. How do I protect myself from the evil side? Belief. My vibrations so high with what I do, Catherine. I haven't got a fear of a negative energy. Negative energies work at a lower vibration. And not going to, if I go to do clearances now, a lot of them won't even come near me. I have to find them. It wasn't like that when I first started doing clearances, but now my vibration's so high, they just don't come near me. Intention is a big part of that. So if you can believe nothing can harm you, it can't harm you. Um, but what we'd perceive as evil, so if I use the word demon, not all demons are bad, just like not all human spirits are good. Um, so there's both sides. But if there was a human spirit that hadn't crossed over because they didn't want to be judged, for instance, and they know I could cross them over, they may well hide from me or listen to me just for the point that they don't get crossed over, or a demonic energy may not want to come near me knowing that I could clear it. So they just keep away. I don't have a fear. It doesn't mean that I haven't always been like that. Occasionally I have, well, at least one time I can think that I really did have spirit affecting me. It was probably the best thing that ever happened because I got shoved, pushed, dragged. And after that, I thought, well, if spirit can push, shove, drag me, then surely I can drag their energy. It's not just a one-way thing; it's a two-way thing. So I do believe I can get hold. Well, I know I can get hold of energies and move them physically myself if need be. Which is why some spirits on the spirit box, and when they're talking to me, call me bishop because historically only bishops did those type of clearances. But that's why I've got no fear. With what I do every day, Rachel, that's one reason that my vibrations are high. And crystals, I very, very much believe in crystals to be able to raise vibrations. And I do keep my vibrations high. That way it keeps me safe with some of the crystals that I wear. Yes, MK. Yes, Dan, MKL Roofing. There can be bad spirits out there, but it's not as common as people would believe. Liz, when I was away in Clacton, staying in a caravan, I was in bed and the TV came on by itself. That had been spirit. Could have been spirit, and I was going to say yes, Liz, but as I'm just asking above, being told no, more like an energy serve. Like it only happened the once, like an energy surge caused it to come on. I was ready to say yes then, but I'm just being corrected by spirit. Oh, the comments down. I was just trying to follow them. Um, Probably equal if I'm in the world and in spirit world, probably even. Loved ones will try and protect us, but sometimes if there's a negative energy, they'll prefer not to get involved to have their energy taken, or being held. Anita, do I get upset about sad spirits? If they're sad spirits, they've not crossed over properly. Yes, I used to, and I can feel sorry for them at the time, but now I can pass them on and kind of make them all right, send them to the light. So no, that makes me happy. So I guess if I come across sad spirits, ultimately it makes me happy. It might make me sad a little bit that they're stuck for the length of time they might have been stuck. But ultimately, it'll make me happy at the point they've crossed over. Bev, can spirits enter our body? All of you know me and I don't like lying. Yes is the answer, but 1 in a million chance of that really happening. It needs a spirit would need permission for that to happen. Um, Technically, sometimes I would give them permission when I'm reading and my voice changes. They've kind of entered and using my energy. So in that way, they've had permission. So it's not dangerous as long as you sort of know what you're doing. Um, but yes, they've got to have permission in the first place in order for that to happen, Bev. So there shouldn't be a fear about it because you're not going to give spirit permission in the first place. The main problem when that happens that they need my help, people around it, is when they've got children and maybe the children are being affected. The parents will say, "Leave my children alone. Come and get me." And you've granted permission, and that's the biggest mistake to make. The children were safe; it's just they could see the spirit or the negative energy. Happens to happens to a real bad person when they die. They've got the chance to go to the light like anyone else. They'll have other lessons and things to learn, um, but not always do they go to the light because they don't want to be judged. Angel wings and butterflies, Geraldine. There's no need to be frightened or anything else because that's a positive sign. Trying to keep up the comments. Get in it when it comes down, Beckby, would be the answer. Get into the light when it comes down. In my beliefs, it comes down the one. Spirit themselves can't call it down themselves. In my belief, there's others that would disagree with that. But for it to come down a second time, they'd need someone else to bring that light down. But do you have a choice to be judged? We've all got to learn life's lessons is the best way of answering that, Christopher. But some don't like going to the light in order to have that happen, believing they're going to be judged. It's more because everything becomes clear once you've gone to the light. So even those that have done wrongs, it just means they don't progress so easily on the other side. Yes, they can get their energy back. Dan MKL Roofing. Um, it's just if they don't get released from that negative energy. Yes, if they come to you in your dreams, it is them coming to your dreams. Alex Harkham. Let me try and come to you. Alex, well, I pick up around you, Alex Harkham, at the moment. If anyone's needing guidance around them at the moment, it's you and Spirit are giving you the guidance at the moment. They're offering you guidance. You need to be paying close attention to your instincts and your intuition. There's been a lot of darkness around you. What I am picking up is that darkness can go and there can be light around you and a lot of positivity in your future, as long as you listen to your instincts and your intuition, not your mind, and let that get in the way. Or you've been hurt and had pains in the past where you've not listened to red flags of caution coming from your instincts, and you've let your mind overthink that. At the moment, it is like you're trying to continue striving ahead, and that's the wrong decision to make. Just striving ahead. You need to become clear on your desires and your dreams and your plans in order to have a proper path to follow. You're striving kind of in a wrong direction. Currently, you need to be paying attention to the situation that's around you before basically making any choices. Which has fallen off and thrown off there. So just take some time out, clear your mind in order to move on. You need to bring balance back into your life. Okay? You need to forgive the past. You're holding on to a lot of past pain. I don't know why I'm being told this by Spirit, rather than I ask for proof, but they're trying to give a message to you of guidance. But it's basically time to heal from the past. Put the shields behind you, not ahead of you. Because if they're behind you, you can move on and you don't let the past affect you. It's just there's an awful lot of blessings still in your life, so stop complaining. But at the moment, you need to be facing your problems head on with confidence, courage, and you will emerge victorious. Okay? Let yourself stand out and be noticed. I am being told then Spirit will come close. You can listen to that and you can turn it around within a month. In a month's time, you can come back to me. You're more open in order to hear communication from loved ones that are in Spirit. So if you can keep an open mind enough and you want to prove wrong as a skeptic, okay, take that advice initially, see whether that can turn life around, having a lot of light and positivity around you, and then we'll go from there. And I'm happy to do that again on a free on live session for you. Just let me know in a month's time with that advice if you can take it on board, listen to that, changes and brings positivity around you. Yes, it's 100% your brother, April. Some of them mind peace, Anita, that's why they don't cross. But once they've been crossed, then they know they don't mind peace at all. Well done, Elbs. Elbs, I wouldn't have said that myself, but that is a good one. Someone said they're skeptical. We'll prove it doesn't exist. But there's more proof it exists than it doesn't exist. Kaylee, I find it really hard to communicate in readings to those spirits that have taken their own lives. It's common. I find it very easy to communicate with spirits that have taken their own lives, but the clearances and everything I do, they're a lower vibration. So when they're a lower vibration, then it's harder to communicate when your vibration's high. I find from experience talking to others that work in the field that I do, Kaylee, that they also find it very difficult to communicate with low vibrating spirits, which are often the ones that have taken their own lives. They sometimes just need a little bit of help.
Is anybody near me?
Yes, I was about to bring back up. Darrell coming through to me again. That makes sense.
I was picking up a lady with red hair, like
Please do, Alex, and I'll be more than happy in a month's time to do that. Thank you, Dan. Okay. Send me a private message, Kaylee. Got a name or anything? So I'm getting Michelle. I can't get a Daryl again. Does a red-haired lady mean anything to any of you that are watching? Got a red-haired lady in spirit. She's by Maria at the minute. I'm going to try and bring her closer to me. I am being told Michelle. I don't know whether that's definitely her name or someone to do with her at the moment. She's a scar.
I'm not saying that. The hairstyle is more like
Bushy and wide.
More like no, like
it's
yes,
wide hair, big hair. Okay, on red hair. I am seeing a small scar on her cheek, and I just said left cheek. Right, I believe it's left cheek. I'm trying to do mirror now on it, but it's like I'm getting the Michelle. Okay, Michelle, younger or older?
older. Like,
As if she'd have had the red hair and kept it dyed to get in older age.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like she would have probably had a red hair, but she'd have kept it dyed in old age. 60s. I almost said she got as far as 70s.
no.
Right, this is making sense. So, Michelle, got male energy now coming by me as well. So, Michelle, sorry, I've lost the post. Michelle, I am picking up yes to Graham. I believe there's a John by the side of her. Okay, Michelle, it's like there's. I believe Michelle was your name, and she's trying to communicate to, and she's got John. They were both talking on the spirit box earlier. I don't know whether you think you were online and you may have come offline and then come back online. But it is like she would have coloured hair as she got older. Her hair colour definitely changed as she got older. Michelle, answer for me, please, Michelle. Have you been online at the start, then you've come offline, and then you've come back online, Michelle McCarney? And this would make an awful lot more sense to me if that's the case. But Michelle, were you online, you've come offline from watching me, then come back online, or walked away so you weren't hearing nearer the start? I've already been told yes by spirit. They were trying to communicate to you earlier. So you're trying to lean on someone too much at the minute, Michelle. You need to step back. Okay, strike out on your own and trust your own instincts. Someone's trying to lead you astray. Okay. Just know that you are healing is what I'm being given, and it's time for good fortune and abundance. So be willing to receive that. As if someone's trying to talk you away from having the good in your life. Keep your sense of humour, follow your instincts, because you're being guided at the minute. Okay, and John's very much with you. He's brought Gran through as well in order to try and give you reassurance of this in a stronger way. Keep your sense of humour. Don't take things too seriously. Okay. Express yourself. Speak out. Talk truthfully. Have heart to hearts with others. And I believe my heart to heart would normally mean on a love front. I've not been told that, but typically is when it comes through like that. Trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. You're just too fragmented, you're too floaty at the minute. Come back down to earth. Accept the situation as it is. Don't fight to change it or listening to others trying to deter your direction. Use both your intuition and your intellect. Create space for yourself to think clearly and just trust your instincts. You've got John, you've got Grant, you've got everyone coming through. Smack on the opportunity that's before you at the minute. Commit to it without question. Get support from your actual trusted, like-minded friends. Okay? And just remain vigilant about what's going on in the current situation. Pay attention to your instincts more than guidance from others. Okay? Whatever I've just said is correct there. I believe you'll be able to take that because I've had the light come on again. Quantum generator. Spirit communication is important. We're a self-limiting species. That's come from YouTube comment. That's very true, and thank you for that comment. I'd agree with that entirely. That makes sense to you, Michelle. Wonderful. That's the purpose. And I know this isn't one idea of spirit communication, but it's important for you to have that information now. So he's gone to multiple extents in order to get that across for Marie. So John has he's blown you a kiss of thank you, and he's blowing you a kiss of love, Michelle. Okay, because Marie's he's grabbed the attention from Marie in order to come bring that through to you, Michelle. I'd agree with that as well. Quantum generator, telephone with all its technology is no match to the communication device typical in every brain. However, you can, with correct energies, get useful and good communication through not every app, not every technology, but some technologies, okay, where it does make sense. I would agree with you 100% there. It's never as good as communication that can come straight in. So, are there any other communication questions that anyone wants to ask? Does Brian mean anything to anyone? As I've just asked that, I've got Alex Harkham, your name's just flashed in front of me, and I've got Brian. It doesn't mean it's for you, but that's where Brian's just come from. I know he's a father. So I've got a father figure by me that's called Brian. So Alex, does Brian or Ryan mean anything to you? Okay. Well, I've got a Brian, I believe, by the side of me, Alex. One sec. I've got another gentleman on the other side. Brian just He's wanting to send his love. Sorry, my voice changes now. Brian's coming close to me, and he's got a lot of love. It's like a fatherly love for her. And she's worried similarly to you that she didn't do the goodbye in the way she'd have wanted to with her grandfather. Okay, but she doesn't need to worry about that and let go of the weight. Okay, he's always around her to support her. But Brian also wants the two of you to get married. But I've also got a fatherly figure, which I believe is to do with you, Alex, by the side. It's trying to tell you everything was all right. It's like you now have got a weight over your shoulders that you. It's not like you didn't see him, but you feel like you should have seen him more before he passed. More. So I wasn't ready to work tonight, but now I'm giving it. And skeptics always challenge me. Me personally, I'd prefer to give you to lean you across the other side of the fence, not necessarily convert you completely, but lean you towards more believing and opening your mind a little bit more than not. And that's completely wrong. He was completely wrong. He didn't believe it existed, and he's glad that it's wrong. With Brian's help, he's trying to say that he will make some noises and things around, especially behind your TV, Alex. So do please listen. When you've turned your TV off and the room's quiet, especially before bed, it's like they're going to try and make some noises around you. They don't mean to frighten you if that happens, but that's what they're going to try and do. Also at the top of the stairs, I'm feeling top of some stairs, some cold air or something, or cold energy that's around you that'll make you feel slightly uncomfortable. It's not meant to feel you uncomfortable, it's meant to let you know that they're around. Right. But he is begging you to please remember it like in a good light. As he's close to me, I am getting pain. He's more down the left-hand side, but I wouldn't have necessarily said heart attack, but it's around the heart, my chest. So I've got a bit of trouble breathing. It's like you got things to do. You couldn't be there all of the time, and you wish you were there fully with, or you'd spend more time with him before he'd gone. So please let go of that. Okay, don't carry that weight with you. Replace that and let more positive energy take its role. He's also saying he's very, very proud of you. Right. The complaining I mentioned earlier, Alex, I believe it's to do with work and planning and blessings that are around you. You're the only person that can make changes. You're not happy with work and those things that are around you at the minute. It's only you that can make those changes. It's trying to push you in towards making those changes and to believe in yourself. Okay, you've never failed in the past. He's very proud of you. Even if you had to retry things, you've always achieved. Whenever you've got a focus or your intention is there and you're focused on your intention, you've always achieved. So he's asking you, please, please, if there's a change that's needed, it's only you that can make it. Change, don't be fearful of. Change is a positive. It's the only way of moving forward. He's saying, please, please do that. Listen to the advice that given it. So he's declaring he was giving me that advice earlier to you. Listen to that and move forward with it. He's asking you to send love to everyone. As if like sorry, as if like there's a sorry coming to you, Alex, towards mum. Okay? It's like he's trying to apologise and say sorry towards mum. Like he could have been better or done things differently. Okay? And he's also thanking you for the words that were given. As if I don't believe at the end before he passed, but the words as if you'd communicated the words that basically were given at the passing, the funeral. Words incorporated something from your heart, and he's taken that with him. He's saying thank you. Everything was done the way he'd have liked, and he was more popular than he thought he was. He's always around you. He's going to try and show you more that he's around you. Alex, why is he showing me a drill, Alex, or like tools? Is there something you're doing at home, or do you work with tools? He's like showing me tools, and he's smiling. He's still by me. He's just like, hang on, he's showing me tools and a drill. I don't understand the reasoning behind that at the moment. Alex, he's showing me tools and a drill. But he is laughing. And that came as soon as I said that, like he's always around you. So have you been doing something with tools or some DIY at the minute, Alex? It's like you'd be better leaving it to the missus, is what I'm picking up. It's as if something's been drilled into a wall, and it's probably even for a raw plug, but it's still spinning around. It's like it's not strong enough. So I'm guessing, Darian, your girlfriend there. I'm better with DIY. But I'm glad that makes sense. He's saying, please do listen to that advice, and he does want you to get married. Okay. For a bracelet, a watch. I don't see the watch face. Okay? I'm seeing like a. To me, it's a watch, but I'm not seeing the watch face. I'm seeing a bracelet, gold. I don't know whether you've got something of father's like that, um, but it's to be close to you. It's no good being apart. He's just showing me a fish being thrown. I do not know, but I repeat everything that's given. So he's showing me a fish being thrown as if either he didn't like fish or you don't like fish. Never had a fish thrown. Yes. I'm surprised Alex's dad is coming through as much as he would. You said skeptical. I'm really surprised. They normally, like I said, I gave the advice initially. It would be to do that and then kind of come back. But he didn't like fish. Okay, there you go. I'm just repeating what's being given. He's also got a little dog, black, white, brown, by the side of him. Don't know whether it's his at the moment, but there's a black, white, and brown dog. It's between him and grandfather to his girlfriend. Um, if I was to try and name breed, it's like a Shih Tzu, but I'm not positive on that. Okay, it's got the floppy ears. Say, Alex, I love you. I didn't tell you it enough. But if I come back, I'll tell you it properly. Very proud of you. He's like, I have the opportunity to tell you I loved you. Again, like, I did, but I wish I'd told you properly. As my voice changes, they're coming close. It's like he just wishes he told you we loved you again and more often. Dan, yes, the spirit around trying to show you that they are about with that. But I hope that makes sense, Alex. Give me 1 second. Whoa. Maria, drink. Hope that helps, Alex, anyway. Please listen to the other advice, then come back in a month with that. It wasn't my intention to be working tonight with Spirit Connection at all. As I've said to others, I'm a medium, a lot of spiritual church and everything. I say you need to close down, open up, close down, open up, close down. I'm getting help from spirit all the time to give readings, etc., why should I close down fully for then spirit not to be able to contact me and me help spirit the other way around? Which is pretty much now what's just proved happened tonight with Alex. That I've remained open, always remain open, and they've approached to the point that's needed. If I was to open and close and open and close, that wouldn't have been able to happen, which is why I refuse to close down fully. I don't walk down the street and read for everyone, but if spirit need me, then I'm there for when they need, not just when I need them in order to give messages. Hey, yeah, please do watch again, Alex. I'm glad the majority of the bits that you couldn't take, I would have said, please hold on to, because they're likely to make sense to you very shortly in the future. And I've still said within that month period, 4 to 6 weeks, and it will make sense. You'd go, oh yeah, that other bit's now making sense. I would hold on to that because it won't have been given to me for no reason. Right. Okay. Right. Get back to the spirit box in 1 second. Okay. So you said before about spirits queuing around bed. We have the bedroom door closed, and one night when it was hot, we had it open. I dreamt loads of spirits were in the room, and when I woke, I felt there were 2 still there. I shouted and woke my partner up. Hanging out. Emma Williams. I do pick up that there were actually 2, but imagination had gone slightly wild in the dreams, probably because of what I'd said. It'd be unlikely to have a room full of spirits for most people, and most. Um,
Unless the one's linked to you.
Unless they're linked to you. So I am picking up. You were right with the 2, and you knew exactly the 2 word, Gemma. So gone. I think Sharon and the others. I've moved it. Thanks, Sharon. He's gone. Right. So people want dead wave, necrophonics, cat balls. What communication do you want quickly before I go off? Well, before I go offline, or do you want to carry on asking questions with me answering? These are cat balls, which spirit can manipulate to Make them flash. Very doing it already, but I'm not pointing it down. It says cat ball spirit. If you're around me, please set up the cat balls. Please set up the cat ball again for me, please. Can't spirit, you've been doing it all night. If you want your spirit box back on, please set the cat ball off. Any of the cat balls. Con spirit, please. Show the viewers what else you can do, that you can do stuff physically. Thank you. Okay. Could you either set that one off again for... Thank you. Could you perhaps set a different one off for me, please? Could you set a different one off? If not, set... Thank you. Please don't set off now. Let me just show you. I'm going to... Thank you. Now that's two. Thank you. Spirit, stop. I want to show that this isn't me setting them off. Stop. Stop. Don't set them off now, Spirit. Let's stop. They can go. It's done before I clap. Can you do it again without me moving or doing anything, please? Spirit, can you set one more of them off without me moving or doing anything? Turn the spirit box back on. Turn the spirit box back on. Please light up one of the cat balls. Any one of them. Come on, Spirit, one more time, please. I'll turn it back to spirit box. So you can ask Spirit to... Your best bet is not for me to ask them to visit you. It's for you to ask yourself for Spirit to visit you. He's staring this way. Is he still in
He's disturbing him.
so he's disturbing the dog. But best bet, Christopher, is for you to ask themselves to visit you. Ask them to do something. The main concern with spirits, they won't want to frighten you. So if you can ask them to do something, just say, look, you're not going to frighten me. And they're likely to do it, but be willing to give them energy in order for that to happen. Ask them to take your energy. Ask them to take your energy from you physically or from your mobile phone, for instance. And you can give them the energy in order to do things. Okay? Necrophonics or dead wave viewers? I'll turn it off in a moment, but we'll just turn one. Let's go with necrophonics. Let's go with necrophonics. Spirits, I'm going to go offline shortly. Spirit, have you enjoyed tonight? Have you enjoyed tonight, Spirit? Ball. Ball. Something else on the side of you. Hey, spirits. Spirits. Do you want to say anything to the viewers before we go offline? Is there any advice you can give to all of us, spirits? Listen to what? Spirit. Stop. Spirit. Stop. Spirit. It's happened on Dead Wave. Could you say good night to the viewers through necrophonics, please, as a whole? Want to say good night, spirits? Want to say good night, spirits? Want to say love you and good night? Three. Come on, spirits, as a whole, do you want to say good night and love you to the audience? I love you as well. You've got a pony. Graham White. Graham White.
Yeah.
Okay, who's got a Graham White pony in spirit? Black mane. Darker mane, Graham White.
Grey mane, and it's like whitey grey with those grey speckles all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham White pony. Before I got offline. That's your first horse.
Randomly.
Graham White pony. Speckled. Maybe it's coming up to the anniversary or an anniversary. And this is great. This is Graham White. Speckles. Slightly darker mane. Multicoloured mane. It's like white and black along it. Got like a fat tummy, but I think most ponies do.
I'm just saying like a fence and it keeps coming up to the fence and going away.
It's someone that still keeps horses as well. You're more than welcome, Andrew, and good night to those that are saying they're going off. That must make sense to someone. Because if someone's still seeing this horse, pony, since it's past, it's not their imagination. It's in the field, it is, it's coming up to the fence and gate. I can see the gate and it comes up to the fence on the left of the gate. It's a wooden fence.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wooden fence, not a wired fence, and the gate's metal. Silver Ridge, Silver Fleet, something like that. I don't understand. Silver Fleet, Silver Ridge. It's not a spirit in fancy dress. It is Graham White. There's no doubt with a dark grey or black mane, white in between. Grey white. Could well be someone that's literally just gone offline. So a gentleman buy it. Okay, do, yeah. Okay, if it matches up, Rachel, I'll then come back to you. Yeah, I'm not getting a white pony, Lorraine. I'm written, I can see it.
To me, it's like whitish grey. It's like dirty white with grey speckles on it.
Dirty white, grey speckles. Yeah.
More pony, not a.
It's more of a pony than a horse. I do feel it's like coming up to an anniversary for this horse, and it was like the right decision. There wasn't any suffering. There's worry whether it was like too early, too late, whether it was the right decision. It was the right decision. If that makes sense to the other, then come back to me. And Rachel saying hers is a mule. Possibly, I wouldn't know the difference between mule, half donkey, half horse. I wouldn't know the difference. I can't. Like horsey is to me, that would be the main difference for me to make note of a mule or a horse or a donkey. But yes, Dan, MKL. If that makes sense, just drop me a message. I'm more than happy to reply. Thank you very, very much, everyone that's been watching. I wasn't planning on particularly giving readings. I've helped you, Alex, if you're still watching. And good night. I'll be back tomorrow night for the Sunday Night Live, okay, with proper readings rather than paranormal and spirit box communication, etc. Good night, everyone. Have a great Sunday, and see you all tomorrow evening. Take care. Love.